it's Shah, and I'd like to share something with you today. This is a snippet roll in a clutch. Now, I've made a couple of boho journals which I am going to share with you that are coming up, but I just went a little bit further and decided to make a snippet roll. I don't do boho journals very often, or boho that theme very often, and I really enjoyed making them, so I thought I just thought it'd be nice to make a snippet roll. So I'll just go through it. So what I've done is I've used a really beautiful heavy tapestry for the clutch. I've attached this, okay, so first of all I'll just give you some measurements. So it's about 5.5 inches by about 8 inches, and you know, if you didn't want to keep the snippet roll in there, you could, it's about the size of some journals, so you could actually probably pop it into a journal even, and have put papers and things in there. But yeah, I just thought it was a nice idea to have a little clutch to hold it. So what I've done is I have made it out of this really beautiful tapestry that I've got, and it's just a simple little fold over clutch, that's all. And I've had this flower, this is like a vintage flower, it's on a, it's only clipped on, so it can come off, but I just thought it looked really beautiful. It's like a crushed velvet, and it looked beautiful on this. And then at the edge of the bag here, where I've got my hand, it's I've layered it with quite a few trims here, and I've ended up with a fringe at the bottom here. So and then what I've attached here is just one of those really big clasps, snap fasteners, I think they're called, that keeps the bag shut, right? And then like I said, it's just it is just a fold over clutch. I've lined here with like a really beautiful black dotted netting or tulle. Along the front of the bag here, I have got a gorgeous piece of very wide black lace, and the snippet roll just sits in there. There it is in there. So I've lined it in here. I have lined it, and I've put a piece of you know, eyelash trim across the back there just to finish it off. So like I said, the bag could be used for something else, I guess, but yeah, I just thought it was nice to have a somewhere to put the snippet roll. So this is a snippet roll, and it's a riot of colours, and what I've done is I've made it, and then I've secured it with this sari silk to hold it closed, and I've got a little dangle bead here. It's a piece of jewellery off a necklace, this little red daisy or rose or flower, and I've attached a sort of a boho style of a bauble on the bottom there, and it's just pinned on also if you wanted to remove it. So my understanding of snippet rolls is I've made a couple before in more of a vintage, you know, old tea-dyed sort of vintage style, but I think the idea of them is that you, because it's called a snippet roll, you can snip pieces off and use them in your journals, or use them for pockets or tuck spots, whatever you really want, you know. So I'll just roll it out. The back is quite heavily stitched. I've stitched everything on with the machine, and then I've also gone back and stitched lots of beading and buttons and all sorts of things. So I'll just roll it out, and well, actually it doesn't really matter, but I usually, this is the sort of the way it goes really, and then actually it doesn't, because what am I saying, it goes this way because I've put the I've put this on the top here, so this is the way it goes. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. I mean, you could change that to the other side, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, so I've got, what I did was I laid down pieces of my fabric. Like, this is a good thing to use all your snippets on, anything that you've got. So when I go to the op shop, if I see something boho or that sort of style that would look nice, I'll grab it. And I've got a box of really bright stuff that I basically never use, so this has been a really good thing and a lot of fun. I've also got a lot of these trims that I've put on that I don't really use a lot. And yeah, and then I've added buttons. I've hand stitched some beads on there all along, buttons, and just there's all just sorts of, I've sewn on all sorts of fabrics, bright fabrics. These little flowers I did it, I've got a die cut, and it's a die that I have, and I use that, cut those out of my Big Shot. I've got some braids, more flowers, some more beads. I've got some more, I've got a lot of wools through there, and velvets, some tapestries, some taffetas, some silks, any sort of bright fabrics that I had, or I've just used this recently. I had some of that left over. I've got some chiffons in there. This trim, I'm not sure, someone sent me that. It's like a, it's got these pieces on it. It's a wool, I guess, that people make things, jumpers and cardigans out of. More buttons. I've got some Hessian or burlap there. More velvet, lots of beads, more flowers. These are little velvet flowers. Some are felt, some laces, more braids, more wools, eyelash trims, sequins, some black lace. And then we come to the end, and I've just pinned this sari silk on with a little bulb pin with some beads on there that secures it at the end. So it's probably about, I'd say it'd be about 2 meters or just under 2 yards long. And so it has got it is a decent size. And yeah, I think that this is what you do with them. You would, the person that has this would, I suppose, snip off pieces like this or long pieces and use them in a journal. I guess that's why it's called a snippet roll. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you today. I've made that, and I have got some journals coming up that I have made, and I will be back to show you those. So I'll roll that up later. And thank you for stopping by and seeing me, and I hope you enjoyed going through my snippet roll in a little clutch today. Bye for now.